Last week on Wayne Anderson Glory Days, we found a frustrated Wayne struggling to come to terms with his position back on the rest home circuit.
A wee bit disheartening, really.
But things turned around with a great idea.
What a really good idea would be to form my own radio station.
And a new international business partner brought hope.
They are particularly good at doing the smaller jobs, you know, the more sort of fiddly technical jobs, you know, the smaller jobs, that sort of thing.
In Manarewa, it's all action as Wayne and his best friend Christian prepare to vote on the naming of the station.
So, Christian, this is the reason the radio station is so important, because there's that much rubbish music out there. And there's a lot of people that are growing up today that don't even know who Engelbert Humperdinck is. I mean, how's that for ignorance?
They're totally indifferent to the pedigree music of the 50s, 60s and 70s.
That's right. I mean, if shit goes in there, it becomes shitheads. But the same thing can work for good music, quality music, classy music. It can affect them in a positive way.
You can intercept this mainstays of population before it permanently injurious to their mental faculties.
Yeah, and the radio station is the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
OK, so today is the day where we're going to decide on the name for the radio station. This is a very, very important day. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce my best friend from high school, well, intermediate and high school, Christian Boxler, who knows almost as much about music as I do, and therefore I feel he's aptly qualified to vote on the name for the radio station.
So how would you feel about the name Radio Singer?
Radio Singer, no, wouldn't have that.
The second one would be Radio Singer of Songs.
No.
The third one would be Radio Live.
Definitely not.
And the fourth one is Radio Classy.
How do we vote on that? I'd say the ayes have it.
The ayes have it, totally.
Put it there.
Meanwhile in the kitchen, the ladies are busy preparing Wayne's business cards. Faye's laminating machine really streamlining the operation.
We'll get the piece of paper like that, A4, and just stick it in here, up there, the creases, right? Well, actually, you could do it if you like. Yeah. As you put it in, just slightly slide it in like that. Yes. OK? Now don't push it, just let it go itself. OK? Now, you let it go now, right? Get back to work. So what you do now, grab your scissors. We'll just go onto that first line there. Yes. And then you come over here and you cut this one.
Looks really professional, doesn't it?
About 4 years ago, I bought this laminator, and the reason why I bought it is that my family have got family photos up on the walls, and after a year, you get fly shit on it. And when you take it down to get another photocopy, all you have is fly shit. So now I just use this at all times. Wonderful thing. I'd never be without one ever again.
It is a marvellous little machine.
Oh, fantastic.
Not as easy.
Having christened Radio Classy, Wayne and Christian celebrate by blowing up balloons.
You can blow them up, but tying them is a different kettle of fish, isn't it? It's important that Orlando's environment where he works looks good and festive, so we want to make it look as nice and colourful for him as possible.
And relatively inexpensive as well, isn't it?
Relatively inexpensive, and, you know, it looks like, you know, kids would enjoy it, you know, it's a little sort of party atmosphere, you know, that sort of thing.
While the action continues in Manarewa, at Orlando's other office, technical whiz CJ is showcasing one of his other talents, website design.
Oh, mate, this is awesome. Wayne's going to absolutely love this. Finally, we've got an internet bloomin' site that works.
Yeah, I'm happy you like it. But here, I got a bad news for you. You know the radio station that you want me to set up?
Yeah.
Will unfortunately cost $8,000 now.
$8,000?
Yeah, because, you know, you want to cover the range of our plant area, then you need a stronger, better transmitter to do that, and that's very expensive.
It's a lot of money.
With the exorbitant cost of the radio station ringing in his ears, Orlando can only hope that the website will soften the blow for Wayne.
So here it is, revamped website. We've burnt a lot of midnight oil for this one.
Right, doesn't look too bad, actually.
Yeah, and did a little bit of animation down there, CJ did, which is pretty good.
But to me, it just looks the same. Yeah, no difference, except for the Dancing Orlando. My grandson could have done better than that, Jamie.
At least everything works now.
What the hell is that Dancing Orlando doing there?
Well, that was CJ's idea. He thought a bit of movement on the homepage and...
Yes, it may look a little laughable, actually, but on the other hand, it may be something that provide a bit of hilarity.
Well, it's not really meant to be funny.
No, I'm not supposed to be funny. It's not a comedy, this is a music show.
And this is a musical website, so...
Yeah, well, basically, I'm not very happy with it at all. In fact, unless it's perfect, 100% perfect, it's not going to get the green light from me. It has to be spot on, otherwise it's not going to go ahead. I mean, I've lost about half a stone since then. I mean, that's out of date.
Yes, an outdated, outmoded sort of, and it could be sort of upgraded to present and sort of feature more appealingly than it does than that shot.
Exactly, Christian.
Well, I'm sorry about the internet site, and I've got some more bad news too. It's just regarding the radio station. CJ's informed me that it's going to cost approximately $8,000 to set up.
Could it get any worse?
Well, I have thought things through, and we've got a couple of different options.
We've gone for that.
Well, we can either get a loan together as a business partnership, or I could maybe take out a personal loan.
Well, of those two options, which do you think would be the best?
Well, I mean, they each of them we have to weigh up because...
Well, no, you have to weigh up because that's your department, remember? I'm in charge of the singing side of it only. Well, basically, I feel like I've been kicked in the guts twice. I mean, there's still bills coming in, there's no gigs coming in. It's, I really don't know how we're going to get around this one.
Coming up after the break, Wayne impresses a mobile bank manager with the business plan.
Southmore Bakery have sausage rolls!
And Faye has her laminator working overtime.
And I put them through my laminator.
Desperate to get money for their transmitter, Orlando is pitching a business plan to a mobile bank manager.
Well, basically, Alex, what we're looking at is starting up a business radio station.
What'll be different about it, basically, is I'll be featuring the lesser-known songs by these great artists.
So it's less popular songs, but, you know, giving them a chance, really.
Well, the only reason they're less popular is because nobody's heard them.
We've market tested this idea in Wayne's very own house, and I'm telling you, it's a winner. Not only have we done the market research, but I've got a business plan upstairs that I think will knock your socks off.
A business plan upstairs?
Well, I haven't gotten it down onto paper yet, but basically, kind of live ads, a bit like they would have done back in the day, 1950s, you know?
Because I've got a very good voice and I can hit very high notes, I'll basically just be singing the company's name.
Chance Southmore Bakery.
Southmore Bakery have sausage rolls!
Mm. With no business plan and no equity, yeah, I wish them all the best. Good luck to them.
After being rejected for the loan, Wayne takes his best friends for fish and chips and discusses the situation.
Well, to be perfectly honest, today's been a bloody shambles. In fact, the more I think about what's happened, the more I question whether Orlando's actually the right manager for me. I mean, first of all, there's that debacle with the Dancing Orlando. That's one black mark against him. Then the ridiculous price of $8,000 that CJ came up with. Orlando went to try and raise that. He failed on that count as well. 2 black marks against him. So with all these things adding up and playing on my mind, I'm starting to question whether he is actually the right manager for me or not. I mean, after all, it's taken me 35 years to get to this point. It's my career that's on the line, and with the way he's going, it looks like he's going to stuff it up.
It's exerted woeful ineptitude. That's what I can say, really. There's not a laughing matter. It's just inept, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
His performance.
Yeah. Very incompetent, very unprofessional.
I quite like him, Wayne, you know. I really do.
Great, thanks very much.
Thank you very
Looks
much.
lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. Right.
Come to think about it, it's not all bad news. And, Orlando's actually got me an audition with this burger company.
Oh, that is wonderful, Wayne.
Tomorrow, and I mean, that ought to generate some money.
That is really, really wonderful, Wayne.
A new day finds Wayne putting his managerial problems aside as he prepares the marketing material for his promotional team, Faye and Christian.
When these people are out representing me, like my partner Faye and my best friend Christian, it's very important to have a high level of professionalism. And I like to print cards like this one in my own handwriting. It's very, very clear printing. And it just sort of shows the level of commitment and the level of thought that goes into these things. Rather than relying on a printing firm, I trust my own instincts better, you know. So I'm just going to do one. I've done one for Faye. I'm just going to do one for Christian at the moment. I've got about 10 or 12 different colours, all sorts of paisley pens, but this particular blue is very restful on the eye. And even though I could have done the various different cards in various different colours, it's good to be consistent, and we've settled on this pastel blue colour. Also, I like to underline these in red, just to highlight it and make it stand out, make it look professional. So there's one for Faye and there's one for Christian, both handwritten by myself, and it looks rather professional, I think.
Outside, Faye and Christian are preparing to head out and drum up business in Manurewa.
Now, as we're actually driving along, we do get a lot of people saying, oh, you're that guy on TV. So I came across some of these pictures out of Wayne's house, and I put them through my laminator, which gives them that nice, strong feeling, and also it makes them lovely and clean. And as we're actually driving along the motorway, I actually go in the middle lane. So as I go in the middle lane, I'm being cheeky. And what I'm doing being cheeky is I've got one on this side, and I've got one on this side.
On that side, yeah.
So as I'm driving along the motorway, people can see it. If they can't see it on that side, they'll see it on this side.
It's a wonderful idea that you've come up with, Faye. Yes.
Not bad, eh? We're locked out.
Locked out.
Oh, in front. Okay, thank you very much. So that bumps. Wayne being a Manurewa man, I mean, he could really put, well, Auckland on the map, eh?
He could, yeah.
So that was really...
That's a very, very good, very good
very well
outcome.
done, eh?
Yes, very well done.
Yeah.
Coming up after the break, Wayne really makes an impression at the audition.
Then you look at these Wendy's sort of people and the you know, McDonald's, and you go like that and they go, eh, pathetic, eh?
But will his demands put them off?
He wants to be paid for the audition.
No, he wants to be paid for the commercial.
Are you serious?
The audition is being held in Ponsonby, and although famous for its bars, cafes and pies, today it's all about burgers.
So I hope you've been focusing on burgers, Wayne. You know, this is what this audition's all about.
Oh,
burgers.
for sure, Orlando. There's no two ways about that. I've been thinking about nothing but burgers. I love them. Love eating them. I've always loved burgers, so there's no problem there. In fact, thinking about it, Elvis Presley loved burgers, one of my favourite singers. So, yeah, there's certainly no problem there.
Well, just make sure you focus not just on burgers, but your own act, you know? You've got to give them something special. You've got to sell Wayne Anderson. We need to nail this one, Wayne, because, you know...
Yep, well, we certainly need the money, that's for sure.
Right, if I just get you to fill this out. Don't mistake your phone number.
Thank you.
Please don't lose the pens, it's all I have. Thank you very much. Any mistakes? I don't have any more sheets either, so if you could just look after it, share pens, that'd be great.
What's agency? Is that the talent agency we're with?
Yes, that would be good.
Just put NA there. Shit, what's her problem?
I don't know. Real bloody vinegar tips.
Hair colour, black. Eye colour, hazel.
Yeah.
5'6".
Mm-hmm.
Sure about that?
It's approximate.
Recent TV experience.
NA?
NA. Office use only, NA.
NA as well. Okay.
Right, are you guys okay?
Let's get cracking.
I will bring in the first victim. Excuse me, you with the cap. You're up. This way.
Hi, my name is Ivan. I'm not with any agency, I sort of do my own thing. Hi, I'm Faye, 18.
Faye, you got any kind of special abilities or anything, you know, you really think you can bring to the ads?
No.
Right.
My name is Wayne Anderson, singer of songs.
Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure.
I was going to ask you kind of what you thought you could bring the special kind of qualities you could bring to this ad.
Well, basically, I've got, 3.5 octave range, and as you go, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Okay. Yeah, we've kind of been looking for, so the singing things, that's great. What about some moves?
Basically, I do a bit of karate, John Rawls, Elvis Presley, that sort of stuff, And of course, basically, it's like that. Then you look at these Wendy's sort of people and the McDonald's, and you go like that, and they go, pathetic, eh? Whereas me, burger fuel, that's the difference, you see.
Right. What about a forward roll to the camera and just give us some pop, burger fuel.
Something with a bit of action.
Yeah, the action man, and then pop into the camera. That's it.
Yeah, nice.
And then up into the camera. Yeah, and then eat.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice stuff, mate. Yeah, good work. Thanks. Cheers, mate.
Good on you.
Cheers
Thanks
to
for coming in.
Thanks.
Oh, Wayne, how did you go?
I surprised them, actually, because I reckon we've got it in the bag, mate.
I wonder if we should try and get an advance.
Right, everybody, thank you for your time today. If I could just collect all of your clipboards, that would be great. We'll be in touch with any of your details. You can all make your way, thank you very much, downstairs now. Leave now, thank you, that would be great. Thanks again, good luck.
Hey, Louise, before we leave, I just wanted to...
Actually, Louise, it's gone really well today, and I really appreciate the way it's gone. You were fantastic, but I'm just wondering, would it be possible to have a small advance on our overall fee today?
Your fee?
Yeah.
An advance on your fee for the audition?
Yeah.
Just like, a third up front now, and we'll collect the rest later.
Just one minute. I'll go and discuss this.
Thank you.
He wants to be paid for the audition.
No, he wants to be paid for the commercial.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I say. He wants to be paid for the commercial he hasn't got yet. Hi. Look, I've had a chat to the guys, and it's a bit unorthodox to give an advance on a commercial that you haven't got. So I'm sorry, we can't actually help you.
You can't?
No, I'm very sorry.
Okay.
But if you do get the commercial, then of course we'll be in touch, and then we will talk about remuneration.
Right. And when would that happen?
We'll let you know.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
Well, to be honest, I'm not actually sure how I feel. In fact, I've got mixed emotions about the whole thing. I mean, it's like a paradox, like an enigma. Sort of mixed emotions. I mean, on one hand, it went really well because the audition was fantastic. I think we all did really well there. So that's the upside. But the downside is the financial bit.
Next week on Wayne Anderson Glory Days, CJ saves the radio station.
Looks like CJ saved the day, actually. He's come through with a new transmitter.
Discussion about the on-air light gets heated.
Well, we're going to need an on-air light, Wayne.
Yeah, no, I realise that, but you see, that's about his ninth album. You see, like, that's his first one over there.
And Christian is off on his first assignment as sports reporter.
Manarewa High here is just overwhelming Alfriston College, and it's just so one-sided as to be ridiculous.
Come on, woman, suck it to me all night long. Give it to me.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.